So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to add a new client into the MHER calendar. So once you log in, you press on calendar, and you can also do this right after you've entered them in to MHER. In fact, I recommend you do that. That way you don't forget about it. So under all facilities, you're going to click on the counselor who you scheduled a new client with. Now with this fake client, Bernadette Hayes, we're going to click on Marie Breton since I scheduled her with Marie Breton. And it'll automatically show the week that you're on. And to look at the next week, you just press on this green arrow right here. So since I scheduled this client in on 2/22, I'm going to click on 2/22. And I'm going to go at the time that I put them in, which is 12. So to do that, you'll see all the times right here, and you hover over the next to the needed time you want to put the patient in. So I'm going to click on 12. Now there's a couple ways to label it. So depending on what insurance they'll be using, if they're Medicaid, you click on the Medicaid button, and make sure with category you click it and then click the 90837 counseling 53 plus minutes. And if it's a insurance client like Aetna, Regents, Blue Cross, United Healthcare, you're going to click on the private button. And then you're going to click category. And then you're going to click the 90834 counseling private insurance. And make sure that it's in there when you save. Now, if it's a cash pay client, you're going to click on the private bubble. Click on category and do private pay session. So it's important that when you put a client in the MHER calendar, you make sure this information adds up to the information you got from the intake. So with this fake client, it's a Medicaid client, so we're going to click on the Medicaid bubble, go to category, and click on the 90837 counseling 53 plus minutes. Now, if you do this right after you enter the client into MHER, the client should automatically pop up right here. If it doesn't, no big deal. You can click it and then search the client you want to put on the calendar. And you must do this right after you put the client into MHER. If you try to do this without putting the client into MHER, it's not going to work. So I'm going to click that. And for the first appointment, you only need to put them in for that day only, the day of their first appointment. The counselor will go in later and add them to their MHER schedule weekly. So to do that, we're going to make sure to click on the repeats box, and then you'll see this until date. We're going to put the date that they're being seen for the first appointment. Then we're going to press save. And I usually like to double check to make sure everything is correct. So you can see I put it in correctly, and I'm going to check the next week box, and to do that I'm just going to click on this week view, and then I'm going to go to next week because I'm making sure that the client is not appearing next week. That way the counselor can put him in on the calendar, just in case if they talk the first appointment and decide a better time might work out for them. And yeah, so that's how you input a new client into MHER.